Hey, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. It's day 6, so let's jump right in. Okay. The sea floor is getting steeper. So we've got some lanternfish exponentially quickly. Okay. Each lanternfish creates a new lanternfish once every 7 days. One lanternfish might have 2 days left until it creates another lanternfish, while another might have 4. Okay. Model each fish as a single number that represents the number of days until it creates a new lanternfish. Furthermore, you reason a new lanternfish would need slightly longer before it's capable of producing more lanternfish, 2 more days for its first cycle. So if we have a lanternfish with an internal timer value of 3, after one day it becomes 2, after another day it becomes 1, then it becomes 0, and then the internal timer resets to 6, and it creates a new lanternfish with an internal timer of 8. Okay. Okay. A lanternfish that creates a new fish resets its timer to 6, not 7. Okay. And the new lanternfish start with 8. Realizing what you're trying to do, the summary automatically produces a list of the ages of several hundred nearby lanternfish. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're given a list 3, 4, 3, 1, 2. So we're simulating these for a number of days and ending up with a lot of fish. Each day 0 becomes a 6 and adds a new 8. And each other number decreases by 1 if it was present at the start of the day. In this example, after 18 days, there are a total of 26 fish. After 80 days, there would be a total of 5934. Okay, find a way to simulate lanternfish. All right, I think we can do this. So after 80 days. So let's take a look. Here's our input. And this is the test input. Okay, so we'll start here. So I'm thinking there's obviously like the naive approach would to be to just store this list. But my understanding is that this will explode exponentially, and that is probably not a good thing to do. But for all intents and purposes, any like these 3 fish are exactly the same. Like we just have to count it twice. So I think what we might want is just a map from each like fish value to the number of fish that have that state. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, let's see. So I think let's have a map. Map. Import qualified as map. And then, and we don't need to do anything fancy for this. It's just going to be split on. So map read split on comma. Great. Okay, that's easy. The first step is done easily. So we need to turn that into the map of like how many for each number. So it seems like we have a maximum value of 8, and but maybe that doesn't even matter, because we could probably yeah. So let's have like a add to let's type our fish collection. School is going to be a map from int to int, I think, because it's just going to be for each age, how many fish are that age. Okay, and what's the question we're answering at the end? Just how many fish. Okay, easy. So, lantern, yeah, I think we have a pretty clear approach to what we need to do. We just need to figure out how to do it. So let's see. We want to add to school. I'll take a, yeah, that seems right. And yeah, I think I've never actually even used this insert with function for maps before, but this seems very useful. to break out like the two cases. If it already exists, we just append, and if it doesn't exist, we're just going to set it to 1. Okay, so we are able to add to school. So let's do like build school. Yes, and I bet it knows how to do this. It sure does. So let's just try this. Debug test. Build school input. So we have 1, 1. Not this one. We have 1. So let's see. This is the number of fish, the values, and the key is the age. So we have 1 fish of age 1, 1 fish of age 2, 2 fish of age 3, and 1 fish of age 4. Okay, that looks good. And so now let's figure out how to age the school. So age school. School, school. So that is not right. So let's not do that. I think we want to get this out as a list. So let map list map.toList school. And map list is going to be a school just for now. Map list is a list of int pairs. And then the first thing we need to do is decrement the so like in most cases it's just going to decrement the number of, oh my goodness, what's that one? Sorry. We're decrementing the key for each one of these. So let age list equal, I wonder if we can like map keys. That would be an easier way to do it. Yes. Keys school. So that we're decrementing all the keys. Then we need the number of fish whose timers have become -1. And so we need the let's see, aged out fish count is going to be map.find with default. Which one is the default? Better check. Board. What's going on here? With default. Okay. Oh, does this need to be there we go. So x, so it's the default first. 0, -1. Let me just make sure. Find with default. Let's see. Let's save this for school. That's it. Find with default. We don't have that, do we? Import qualified. Let's just do import map. Find with default 0, -1. School. Okay. And if we wanted to find the number of 2s, we get 1. 3s, we should get 2. I think. Good. Okay. So this is doing what we want. And then we need to actually remove those from the list. So we also need to do map without aged fish to be map.delete. Yes. And we also need to insert new fish, and their internal timer will become 7, right? 8. Now we shouldn't have any 8s, so I don't think we need to increment that. Yeah, we don't need to increment the 8 because it should be 0 because we just aged it down. So we can say map with new fish map dot insert, right? Set. Oh my god. Is that right? It's not set. What is it called to, what's the function to add to a map? Insert. Yes. Insert. I don't, it's so hard to follow. Insert 8 aged out fish count. Yes. So that's our map with new fish. And we also need to refresh the fish that have just spawned new fish. So those timers need to reset to 6. So map with refreshed fish is going to be map dot. This is going to use insert with plus. And we need to insert into 6. And we're inserting the aged out fish count. And then we are inserting that into the map of new fish. Insert the key f new value old. Oh, if it doesn't exist. Insert with f key value mp. Okay, yeah, that's right. Because we'll either be just setting it to aged out fish count, or we will be adding aged out fish count to what it is. And I think that's right. We need map with refreshed fish. And then I bet there's like a cooler way to write this. Because after this point, we're kind of just doing this. So let's see if we can rewrite this. Age list. And I think we want, is it that? And then it'll be map.delete map.insert 8 aged out fish count. Is that right? This isn't the right thing. What's the way we do an operation to a list? Let's look that up. Let's see. So I guess it would be like A and then A, B. That gives us that doesn't seem right. That's just like applying, right? That's just applying the wrong way around. Is it and? I don't have an and in scope. Why not? Ah. Okay. This feels like a good way to write this, right? I think this is a good way to write this. And map dot insert with plus 6 aged out fish count. So we don't need any of these. Let's see if we can yes. Okay, I think that's a pretty sweet way to write it. And we can't do this one that way too, because we need the school, we need to get this aged out fish count. Maybe there's a way to do that in the middle, but I think it's a little clearer to just start with the age list. And then we're deleting the aged out fish. We're inserting that number of new fish, which will have a timer of 8. And then we are adding the number of fish that just aged out to the number of fish that have a count of 6. Okay, so let's see if that just works. Input is that. So let's do age school, build school, input. Okay. And we have 34312. So let's see, age school it. And now we have this concerns me a little bit. Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. We added zeros here, but there are none of these fish. So that's okay. Yeah, that's just gonna happen. So that's okay. So we have 0, we have 1 0, that looks right. We have 1 1, we have 2 2s, yes, and we have 1 3. Okay, let's do it again. Now we have a 1 0, 2 1s, yes, 1 2, no 5s, 1 6, that's correct, 1 8, yes. We have, now we're on this one, 2 0s, 1 1, 1 5, 1 6, 1 7, 1 8. Yeah, I think we're all good. Let's try one more just to make sure. So we have 1 0, yes. 3's 1 4, yes. 1 5, 3 6's, 1 7, and 2 8s. I think this is right. So let's see. Age, school, n times int school, and then I bet it can write this. It wants to do this recursively. I just want to use iterate. School n times n school iterate. Age, school. Yeah, I think that's right. So let's try it. Age, school, n times of build school. Oh, let's do, we'll do 80 days of build school input. Okay, and we have, I guess I'll just add these up. 424, 729, 558, 790, 739, 762, 1, 370, 571. Yes. Okay, we just need to teach it how to add up. So let's get count fish. Do it. Is that right? What does fold L operate over? Fold the values in the map. Yeah, okay. So I think this is really easy. Count fish, age school time times, it was 80, build school. Let's try that. Test. 5934, yeah. That looks good. Why don't we actually give it our input, which is here. Okay, it's a big number. Yes, looks good. All right, so now the lanternfish live forever and have unlimited food and space. Would they take over the entire ocean? Okay, perfect. So I think we are all set to do this. I think this should be really easy because we implemented this in a way that makes it really easy to keep doing this for a long time. This isn't gonna like explode into a difficult problem. So let's test. That seems right. Amazing, awesome. Okay, well that went great today. I don't think I used Copilot very much. Maybe I did. It's hard to tell. I'm definitely kind of feeling like I'm just using it. It's just like autocomplete, and I'm not really noticing except for when it does something kind of silly or it writes a really large amount of code that I don't feel very comfortable using. So it's definitely interesting to see how it can help me be productive as a programmer. There's some really interesting things that I've noticed Copilot doing over the last few days. So I will probably be compiling a collection of Copilot moments at some point, and we can talk about those. Anyway, today's problem was pretty straightforward. I think the sort of premature optimization I did of not doing it the sort of naive way was really, really helpful because it made the second part really easy. And looking forward to tomorrow. So I will see you then.